Let's talk about booking a session with a client at the end of the session that you're currently in. So whether that is you're in some kind of a consultation with them or a meet and greet, or what we're talking about is just you've seen them once, twice, 10 times, and you get to the end of the session. And the next question is, are we seeing each other again in a week? So what I see happening a lot of times is that clients are coming to us as therapists looking for some leadership. They may never have had therapy before, or they're trepidatious and they really don't know what the right format or structure for therapy is. So that's how the client comes with that perspective. A lot of therapists come with this client-centered approach where we want to honor the autonomy of our clients, which of course we do. And that can sometimes look like, what do you think? How would you like to best proceed? Is maybe what we're going to say to the client. These two things can be in opposition to each other. And when the therapist takes that stance of what would you like, or it's completely up to you, a lot of times the client can actually feel a little confused, or maybe even they feel pressure because they don't know. And so what I really want to suggest to you as a therapist is that you take that leadership role in formulating what's going to happen next as an act of care and as an act of holding the container of therapy with them and for them so that they can feel safe in it. And what that means is when you get to the end of that session or that consultation, you can sort of open up the topic of, all right, let's book the next session. Let's book a follow-up. You could say something like, there is so much that has come up today. I would love for us to connect again in a week. Would that work for you? Or maybe you know that a week's not going to work because they're going on vacation or they're in the middle of exams, and you say, I know you've got a busy time coming up. What would be the most supportive for you? Would it be best to book next week, or maybe in a couple weeks once you're back from your vacation? But in these examples, you're giving them the container, you're giving them the structure and the boundary. Now, that doesn't mean that they can't come back to you and say, you know what, I actually need a little bit of time to think about it. I'm not sure when I want to book. And in those cases, absolutely, you can let them know how to contact you. But I would really encourage you that it's in their best interest for you to provide the structure. For what it's worth, I also think that weekly or bi-weekly sessions is in the best interest of most clients. When we start to think about how they make progress, how they establish safety with us, how we can help them achieve the therapeutic goals, those typically are best done in a structure that looks like weekly or bi-weekly. It's really hard to do that when you're seeing a client with extended periods between. So there is something very caring about giving them the leadership of, please, I'd love to see you next week. We'll continue on this amazing work we're doing. So I hope that empowers you to create some structure for your clients in a way that honors their autonomy and also honors your own leadership and their needs for structure.